Keep it real. Wait. Keep it real. Damn. Keep it real and be so let's get into this video. And for today's video, we're going to be talking about, wrote it down real. One sec. The levels of overthinking. Now, I know, I know we've all overthink. I know we all overthink, but I'll say it's a process. We all do it. Actually, we all don't do it. Some of us don't think at all. Is that crazy not to have thoughts in your brain going 24/7 or like sometimes or as we speak? But the beauty of overthinking is it is the first step to actually thinking the right way. And let me explain because I went through this process and it's only getting better. Now, the first level is at the bottom, and that's like level zero. That's the no thinkers. They don't think at all, don't know how they operate. They kind of just coast through life. I don't even know what they do through hard times. Maybe make excuses or complain. Who knows? I don't know any of these people. I hope I don't. Then we got the level above that. So that's level one. With level one, you're an overthinker. Welcome to the club. I'm not there, but I was there. So, with this club, you tend to overthink, obviously, over the littlest things. Now, you can either be like me and want to grow and become better, so you overthink every single detail because you want to be more effective or efficient, or you just want to do things the right way. And one sec. And with that, your brain starts to do jumping jacks and clap its hands with its feet because you don't know what to do and you're just spinning around a circle with your thoughts and with words that are coming together from sentences to sentences to sentences to sentences to paragraphs, and you're going in a circle. You have not got anywhere with all this thinking. It's almost like a waste of time. So once I realized that this is a waste of time, not getting me anywhere, and you just overthink for absolutely no reason and start at square one, I started to realize, man, I should think more efficiently, more effectively. How do I do this? And I learned little tricks, and that got me to level two. And this is where you train your thinking. This is where you start thinking more clearer. You still have a couple bumps in the road because you got to get used to it. But it's where you start to really separate the overthinking from regular thinking. Pause. And the overthinking, I think that was the hand, is when you are just making up scenarios in your brain that don't aren't really real. They're like, oh, this could be the scenario because of A, B, and C. But you realize that with knowing A, B, and C, it really doesn't mean it 100%. It's not 100%. It's like, oh, my girl, didn't text me back and it's 2 a.m., but then she texted me back and it was 4 a.m. and it's like, damn, she not at the crib. I don't know. Her location is off. You can assume that she's, in someone else's bed. But obviously you don't know. But overthinking, you start to add up the dots and be like, and come to a conclusion that you don't know 100% is right. Could be right. Seems right. Your homie thinks it's right. Even your mom probably thinks it right. But technically, you don't know. You don't know. She could be in the bed, just woke up randomly and texted you. She might be telling the truth, but you're overthinking. So, what to really break it down is you go to level two, and you're on this other side. And with this other side, what's that? And with this other side, you're thinking in more of a reality way. We'll call it in reality. You're sticking to reality. With overthinking this way, you're kind of delusional. Like you're adding things up, but it doesn't mean you have no proof. And with this way of thinking, you are just looking at the proof and all the facts, pretty much all the car facts. They're all in here. But you're in Lululand on level one, so we're going to push you to level two with this type of thinking. Once you get ready with that, then you're like, okay, what do I have for the facts? Okay, she didn't say anything about, you know, being up at 4 a.m. She just said sorry. What should I do? Okay, I don't have that much information. She didn't tell me anything that she was gonna do today, so I'm kind of confused. What can I do? Call her. Boop. Ring, ring, ring. She doesn't answer. She texts me like, "I'll call you in the morning." Great. I guess I cannot solve this situation because I don't have her location. She turned it off. So instead of overthinking the situation, I'll just wake up in the morning and see where this goes. Now, does this make you a little bit delusional and you should be a little bit paranoid or anxious? I'll give you every right to feel those feelings. But there's no point in feeling those feelings if you don't have the evidence to really point in the right direction. Unless you know where she is and you can drive over there to find it out yourself, see it with your own two eyes, brother, just go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Wait for that response tomorrow, and hope that she is ready with that good explanation because this is bullshit. But we wait, we wait, we wait. We go to sleep, smile on our face. Our girl is faithful, love her, and she calls us. She calls us at what, 8 a.m., 4 hours later, and she tells us the whole situation, her how she went out and her friend got drunk, and how she was attending her the whole night. She couldn't call her because then when they once the boyfriend once you called, then her mother bopped in and she wasn't focused, and she realized that it was going to be highly commotion, and but she had to tell her friend. She was like, "But I gotta call you later." And certain situations were happening, it was all in her head and she couldn't focus. And she has the pictures, she has the videos of the friend throwing up and all the disaster. And then you realize, oh shoot, she was telling the truth. I knew she was faithful. And all you had to do was believe. But more than believe, you had to look at what you had, the information that you had, and be like, okay, I really don't have enough information to really feel any certain type of way. So why would I just fill my brain up with scenarios that could be true, and give myself be very anxious and depressed and sad and worrisome, and all these emotions flurrying in my brain with the thoughts that are coming along on this roller coaster ride? Why would I do that if I don't even have enough information to know if this is 100% true? So we take a step back, look at reality, what we have, the evidence that we have that can tell us some answer. If we can't bring up an answer, I do not worry about it and I push it to the side. Now you have passed and you are on to level three, where you can start to now think in a way where it's actually positive, my boy. Now there's a bunch of other ways of overthinking that, what I'm saying, we'll have to make in another video. But or at least that, I hope it helped you in some type of way or form. If you have a different way of overthinking that can give me an idea, then what I'm saying, put that in the comments down below. And remember, don't just be. Stay optimistic. Have a great day. Peace. Bro, I love this shit. Bro, I love this shit. Oh shit. I didn't stop recording.